In a faraway kingdom, where golden towers touched the clouds and lush gardens stretched for miles, there lived a wise and beloved king. This king was known not just for his wealth and power, but for his unmatched wisdom. Yet, a peculiar rumor echoed through the kingdom. People whispered that the king held a secret that only the bravest could uncover. One day, the king called for a grand gathering in the palace courtyard. Thousands of citizens, nobles, and travelers gathered under the glowing sun. The king, dressed in a simple robe despite his grandeur, stood on the palace steps with a mysterious chest at his feet. "I have ruled this land for 20 years, the king began, his voice calm but commanding. "And in all that time, I have learned a truth that brings great power and peace. Inside this chest lies the answer to that truth. But to open it, you must pass a challenge, one that demands bravery, intelligence, and determination." The crowd buzzed with curiosity. A young farmer named Armand stepped forward. "What is the challenge, Your Majesty?" The king smiled. "A path has been laid before you. To find the key to this chest, you must cross the Valley of Whispers, climb the Mountain of Doubt, and face the Mirror of Truth. Only then will you return with what you seek." Many hesitated, fearing the unknown, but Armand, fueled by curiosity and courage, volunteered. "I will take on this challenge." The king nodded approvingly. "Then go, and may wisdom guide your way." Armand set out early the next morning. The Valley of Whispers was the first trial. As he entered the dense, foggy valley, eerie voices surrounded him, whispering his worst fears and deepest insecurities. "You're too weak. You'll never succeed." The whispers grew louder, trying to overwhelm him. But Armand closed his eyes and focused on the king's words. "Bravery is not the absence of fear, but the strength to face it." With each step, the voices faded until he emerged from the valley, stronger than before. Next was the Mountain of Doubt, a steep, rocky climb that seemed endless. As Armand ascended, dark clouds gathered, and doubts filled his mind. What if the king's secret is nothing but a trick? What if this is all for nothing? But as he looked back and saw how far he had come, he whispered to himself, "Every step forward is closer to the truth." With renewed determination, he climbed higher and higher until he reached the peak. At the summit stood the Mirror of Truth, an ancient, shimmering surface that reflected more than appearances. When Armand gazed into it, he saw himself, not as he was, but as he could be, strong, wise, and unshaken. The mirror spoke, "The key lies not in the chest, but within you. Return, and you shall understand." The revelation. When Armand returned to the palace, weary but resolute, the king greeted him warmly. "Have you found the key?" the king asked. Armand hesitated, then replied, "I found no physical key, but I found something greater. Courage to face my fears, strength to overcome doubt, and clarity to see my own potential." The king's eyes gleamed with pride. "Exactly. The secret I promised lies not in this chest, but in the journey itself. True power comes from within. The courage to face challenges, the wisdom to trust yourself, and the strength to grow." The crowd erupted in applause, inspired by Armand's journey and the king's profound lesson. From that day forward, the kingdom flourished, not because of wealth or power, but because its people believed in their own potential.